What up, YouTube? It's your boy Casey. Man, it's crazy because yesterday I uploaded a video and I felt so like negative yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, like I felt extremely negative. I felt like I forced the video in a way. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Really, I really want to just get on there and just to get on here and talk. You know, I want to vent. I want to release, like, just say how I feel. But today I feel a little better. I meditated when I woke up this morning. Well, not this morning. I meditated when I woke up after I got home from work, and yeah, I'm just trying to, I just got a better mind state now than I did yesterday, and I'm ready to just, I don't know, I got an attitude now where like I'm ready to just attack, you know, whatever come my way, just so I can get to where I need to go. But now, basically, I made this video to talk about. I want to talk about my spiritual depression, cause you know I feel like I really overcame my real depression, but like you know I felt like I went through like a low key another spiritual awakening recently, and I feel like that's probably why I feel the way I feel now. Cause like I don't know, stuff just felt so weird to me after a minute. Like stuff just felt extremely weird, and I just didn't have really an explanation for it. But at the same time, I still feel the way I feel though. Like I still feel like me moving away from Chicago would benefit my my health and my mental state too. But basically, I don't know. Like I realized like all this knowledge I've been gaining. Like really, that's really why I started this whole channel. Cause like all I've been doing is just gaining knowledge and shit. And I'm really just my whole point of this YouTube is just to share everything from my point of view. You know, because I lived in this mindset where like because I watched a lot of Spiritual Soul, and I said this in one of my videos. Like as much as I admire bro and I admire everything he does, he's a true inspiration to me even starting my spiritual journey. But at the same time, it was my fault to even to just expect so much out of him, because I expected him to just give me every answer how to deal with spirituality and shit. But the one thing I learned about this shit is like as much good it comes out of like spirituality and shit. There's just as much as bad, because if you think about it, when you jump into spirituality and shit, you literally like your level of conscience is like increasing like way beyond than you think it is. So then you're at this point where you know you feel like, how can I say this? Like when you get to a point where your level of consciousness is like increasing at a rapid pace, like everything just kind of happens so fast, and then you kind of just like you in this mindset where you pretty much have to leave your old self, your old habits and shit. But at the same time, it's like it's hard to just, what I'm saying, to just do that willingly, especially willingly. Like you can't just like jump into spirituality and just be like, oh yeah, I'm spiritual. Like no, you have to really go through like a phase where, what I'm saying, where you start to understand that everything you've been taught, learned, what I'm saying, like that was forced upon you. Like that's not real. Like you like the real spiritual awakenings is when you realize like everything you it's just everything is just not what it seems. And that's when you really start to question everything. You really get the understanding like how the world really works. and I feel like I had that recently again without me even knowing, like through my subconscious and shit. Like I felt like I went through another spiritual awakening through my subconscious and not even knowing. Like I probably was thinking like, damn, like what the fuck is going on? This and this, and no, this and that, and I was just so confused because like I was feeling so much inside of me, and I don't know, it felt so negative. Like that was the only thing I could really get off that. Like everything just felt so negative to me. But you know, now I start to understand like I was going through a spiritual depression phase, and like that's when shit really started hitting the fans for me. Well, it's funny I say that because it's a fan right there, but nah, but everything just started hitting the fan for me. So then that's when I started to realize like everything was just even was making more. If shit didn't make sense for me before, it made more sense now. So now I'm really like at a level of consciousness where like yo like this shit is for real. Like this shit is no joke for real. Like it's hard to even believe that you know I even went through another spiritual awakening phase because just last year I felt like I went through a spiritual awakening phase. I mean, like it was enough for me to want to go get into spirituality, to start practicing the techniques and such, to really like evolve, my life around that. But like now I'm at this point where I'm really ready to go all in with this shit. And I'm so glad I started this YouTube because I'm really like at the start of my spirituality. So I feel like people who do come across my shit, they'll get to see how, what I'm saying, from my perspective, they'll see how I go from like the start to, more of a, what should I say? From like the start to, I ain't gonna say the finish because I'm not finished yet, like, but from start to now, I'll say that. So basically, I just had to, like, I had to, I just had to understand really, like, what was really happening for me. I was doing some research and shit, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I just learned about spiritual depression. Uh, and it really just makes sense because I've always been the type to not really want to fit in with crowds that wasn't for me. But now I understand like the feelings that I do be having, like everything just starts to make sense after I just understand like why I be feeling the way I feel and shit, you know what I'm saying? And that comes from me just being by myself a lot, understanding every aspect of myself. And it's like a lot of people don't know why. A lot of people don't know why like they act the way they do or how they or feel the way they feel. Like everything you may not have an answer for it then, but once you really gain some knowledge, like you first of all, it's up to you what you do with that knowledge when you do gain it. Either you just soak it in, you know, and just leave it be, or you can really dive right in and really understand how stuff really works. Because nobody's perfect. Nobody knows everything. Nobody knows. There's literally no perfect human being on this planet. So it's really up to us what we do with our knowledge, our time, what we do with our energy, all that. All that is important. So I never really understood the dangerous aspects of spiritual awakening because I always looked at it as just a good lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just there's just as bad as in it, just as good, but it's really to me it's all worth it to be honest. Because then you really get to see the good and bad. Like that's what made me so. That's why I like being spiritual. Like it make me appreciate the good and the bad instead of just appreciating the good and just pushing away the bad. I feel like that's really. I feel like I really embraced my good and bad side of my human form. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning every day. I'm 22 years old. Like I'm not. I don't. I don't know everything. You know. Like like the one thing that separates me from everybody else. Like I'm not. I can put my pride aside, and I'm willing to learn something new from anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like knowledge is infinite. You can never get enough of knowledge. You can learn so much. Like I hate people who feel like they know everything and shit. Like that shit kind of irritating, but that's the people I choose not to be around because I know like how that affect my energy and shit. But yeah, man. Basically, my point of this video was just to talk about like how I've been feeling lately, uh, and I feel like I'm ready to take the next step with like taking care of myself even you know more than I was before. So this weekend I'm looking to go grocery shopping for myself. And like literally after I'm done with this video, I'm about to like create a list of things that I'm looking to buy, so I can really like switch my eating habits around. Cause I said in another video, a past video before, like that I want to go vegan so bad, but like it takes more than just what I'm saying that, and I realize that's a sacrifice that if I do choose to do that, that's a sacrifice I need to make for myself, especially if I really want to like change my old, like just to get rid of my old habits. Because I'm really at this point where I'm really tired of meat. Like I'll eat it, but I won't finish a lot of my food. Like and I would think that's just due to the fact because I'm a picky eater, but at the same time, I'm really just tired of meat. Like that's just how I feel. Like the other day, my mama made me some pork chops and some chicken rice and shit. And I mean, the chicken rice was cool, but the pork chops, I don't know, like they was just extremely salty to me. I don't know if that's just how she made them or what, but literally, I couldn't even finish it. Like, normal, I used to love pork chops too. That's what's crazy. I used to love pork chops, but like when I eat meat now, it just tastes so disgusting to me. Like I don't even finish it. Like, shit just it don't hit the same no more. Literally, like it don't hit the same no more. So, what I'm saying? I'm looking to explore out of my options to really change in the way I eat. Regardless if it's just me, like I'll buy my own groceries and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't really rely on anybody else to help me do that. So that's something I'm really willing to go all in for. But man, it's crazy. Like my spiritual depression, it kind of woke me up a lot more. Like now I'm at this point where like wow, like I got all this knowledge now. I need to start using it. You know what I'm saying? Like all I've been doing is just gaining knowledge, and now I'm ready to just put all that shit to use. And honestly, like it was so weird. Like yesterday, like I was having this idea. I was kind of down on my YouTube and shit. Like I know, like I ain't really got a lot of subscribers or nothing yet, but for those who do watch my shit, like I do appreciate it. But I was at this point. Like, I'm gonna stop posting videos, but I realized like spirituality. You can put spirituality in your own form of way. Like That's what this channel. That's what I'm gonna do for this channel. I'm gonna do it my way. At the same way, I'm still gonna be practicing my techniques. I'm still gonna meditate. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna look into eating healthy. Treating my body right. I'm also gonna like start looking to like work out too, like to really like get more tone, I guess. But yeah, man, this video probably all over the place, but I'm really like freestyling a lot of my videos, and I feel like that's the best way because it's coming from the heart. Like nothing I say is planned. Like everything literally just come out the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best. I'm not the best talker. And I'm not trying to be either. Like, you know, I'm a nigga from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood of Chicago. Like, I didn't have the best experiences with everything. So like, you know, I'm not really afraid of people judging me for how I talk and how I deliver my words or anything. Like, I'm literally just doing. I'm not only doing this for me, but I want to show like, I want to shed a light onto like people who feel like they can't be themselves or anything. Like, I want to shed a light on those type of people. I want people like that to come across my channel who feel like they can't really do much for themselves or whatever, you know. But yeah, man. I ain't really try to make this video too long, but I hope I hope I was able to like teach somebody something today, like, and I can't wait really to get into what I'm really about, what I got planned for this channel for myself. Like, I'm at this point where like I'm about to just strictly be alone. I got friends and shit, but like I'm sure they'll understand like me being alone. Like, it'll just be beneficial for me. Like, they'll understand later down the line. But right now I need to just focus on myself. I just have a better attitude about everything now. Like, I know what I gotta do. I just can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't flake. So I hope I could teach somebody something today. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's my main point of this channel. I hope I could teach somebody something today. Like, I feel like I can inspire a lot of young folks who never really had a chance to even like, you know, learn something or even get into something as new as like spirituality. But I don't know. Like, that would be a great feeling to know like, so like somebody like is like learning and, you know what I'm saying, they just it'll just open doors for them. But yeah, man, I don't want to talk everybody off. I'm already at like 17 minutes, so I'm gonna just end this video right here. But yeah, man, I hope everybody have a good day. Um, you know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody just stay safe out here. It's still Corona. You know what I'm saying? Just they feeding us all this shit. Just make sure you take care of yourself. That's all. That's my main focus of this video. Focus on yourself. But yeah, man, I'm out though.